Greetings. My name is I Am Quartet, and the road to 2K starts now. To help us reach our goal, subscribe. Thank you! Like, share, and comment on all videos. Play the video until the end, even if you're not watching it. This helps YouTube recommend our channel. Oh! What's up, everybody? It's your boy, I am Quartet.
I'm tired of the greatest me.
Welcome to another episode of the Culture Section Podcast. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
The subscription.
And hit the notification bell. Check us out. Check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play. Today's topic, man, Ellen DeGeneres. Basically, Warner Media is investigating the Ellen DeGeneres show for workplace hostility. It actually kicked off with a comedian named Kevin T. Parker or something like that. He put out a tweet and basically said that anybody that has any bad Ellen stories, he'll donate $2 towards the Los Angeles food something, like a food drive, donation center, I think that's what it was.
He did this as a joke?
It sounded like, to me, it was a joke.
Or did he do it because he knew something?
I don't know. To me, when I read it, it sounded like a joke. But here's the thing, though. He got like over 2,000 tweets, incidents. You know, obviously, I don't know how much he ended up paying. Now, you know, there were a couple stories from former employees said that Ellen only knows the white employees that work there. There was some that says that she was mean to some people, but it would only last like a day. Then she would go on to the next person.
That's the one I heard. Yeah, everyone had a day.
Yeah, everyone had a day.
Today is your day.
You're
supposed to take it.
Then I think it was a couple. It was a YouTuber named Nicole Tutorial. She's a transgender makeup artist. She actually said something back in February about Ellen DeGeneres not being a friendly person. And I think it was on the lines of, I guess she didn't speak to me before the show or something like that. I think she was expecting maybe more kindness, so I'm not really sure. And now here we are, you know, I guess analyzing Ellen DeGeneres. She did post a memo, kind of like she's sorry, you know, it's her fault, and it almost felt like she wasn't aware that all this was going on, at least from my understanding of the apology. But also, what has happened, 3 executive producers were let go from the show. I think the ranges from sexual harassment, discrimination, and I think it was one more. So that's pretty much what's been going on.
On their part?
Yeah. They saying, yeah. So there's reports of...
So y'all saying she could be next?
Who?
Ellen.
Who is Ellie?
Ellen. Who fired these 3 people?
Warner Media.
Because of...
sexual harassment and discrimination.
So you think Ellen could be next?
No, I don't think that. I think you want to know what I think happened?
What you think happened?
I think at first it was about.
Hold on 1 second, man. Yeah. I'm still in my feelings about you talking about who's Ellie. I ain't saying nothing about no Ellie, man. I said Ellen.
Oh, let me throw this out there too.
What's that?
Warner Media is doing an internal investigation, and a third party is coming in to do their investigation. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened.
Go right ahead.
Before I get into what I'm thinking, this is what I really think happened. I think initially it was about Ellen DeGeneres, and I think that them guys looked at what she was bringing in, and they made it about the Ellen DeGeneres show. See the difference?
Yeah.
It's a small difference, but it's a big difference.
Well, that's horrible. Well, that's what a safer then, if that's what's happening.
Yeah. So,
you know, Charlamagne brought up a point, though.
Come on, man. I know. Go ahead. I know this is going to be good.
Well, he said there's a difference between being mean and being tough.
Right.
He said some people may have took it as meanness, but she wasn't being mean. She was just trying to make sure everyone did their best. So, you know, just being a boss. Because he said even working with Wendy Williams, there was times, he said people could have thought she was being mean, but he felt like she was being tough. She just wanted perfection. He said it was cussing, it was screaming and yelling. But he said he didn't take it as meanness. He took it as this is what a boss do for toughness, man. They want everything just to be in this line.
Okay.
What do I think? I don't know. You might want to talk first, unless you want to go ahead and say what I think, man.
What you think?
Man, people should stop being so sensitive to someone being mean to them. My goodness, they're being mean or someone didn't speak to me. Yeah. My God, do your job and call it a day. I mean, is it to the point where she's like calling you names? Is that what it is? Because if she ain't calling you names and she just being a normal person, but you feel like she being mean, then get off her back. My goodness, everyone is different. What is she doing to you? Is she slapping you in your face? Is she cussing you out?
Yeah.
Is she using racial slurs? What is she doing to you? She's so mean. Shut up. Grow up. My goodness, man, she's so mean. People is mean, period. Maybe that's her personality. What if her personality is not to talk to people, man? What if she just fake for the show? She's putting on a smile. She's just doing her job, trying to get a paycheck, and then go home and be with her wife. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
She just want to make money, huh? What's that? She's a comedian, right? / actress. Or I don't know if she want to go by actor. I don't know which one. So she's basically doing her job. She's acting for y'all, man.
But you're only responding to the part if it's about how Ellen treats them, like if it's really about Ellen DeGeneres and how she treat her employees.
Yeah, that's the part I'm responding on.
Okay, make sure you make that clear. Yeah. We don't.
What other part you thought I was responding on?
Well, I mean, we just took off like a light. I mean, I love it now. I love when you take off now.
Oh, okay.
Cause that way I don't seem like I'm the only one that rants.
What's the other part though? What's the other part?
The sexual harassment and discrimination.
But that oh yeah. I mean, who she sexual harassing?
No, they let 3 producers go
for sexual harassment.
Yeah, so sexual harassment.
So you think the investigation gonna be about her sexual harassing people too?
No, I think
obviously it's discrimination because there's some black people that said that she don't even acknowledge them.
Yeah. But
isn't her DJ a black man?
But you lumping them together.
Isn't her DJ a black man? I remember she used to have a black DJ up there.
He's still up there.
So you trying to say she only acknowledge him when it's time to play the music?
That's what they saying. I ain't saying nothing.
I wonder has he came out and said anything, man?
I see him on TikTok and all that. Well, this is the thing.
Has he came out with a statement that to your knowledge?
No. Not to my knowledge.
He probably still want to get that check.
Listen, man. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. And listen, man. Here's the other thing, though. When all this Black Lives Matter stuff happened, everybody, James Corden, Jimmy Fallon, Ellen DeGeneres, and there was another one. All the late night hosts were trying to understand. Right.
Hey, Jimmy Fallon, they went back in the past on him. They got something about him doing blackface.
Yeah, But we'll bring that up toward the end because I got some comments to say about that too. But here's the thing though. So the black dude who you talking about, the DJ, he basically told her that, like, he explained to her like what it is and why they feel the way that they feel.
Did he do this on live television?
Yeah, he did it on YouTube. All of the shows have been.
And he explained it to Ellen.
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead.
Ellen. I'm gonna assume because this is the Ellen DeGeneres YouTube channel. I'm gonna assume that they show that on TV as well because all of them was doing it. So my only issue is this though. Ellen is probably, from what I see, the nicest person on the planet. Now there are certain elements that Oprah Winfrey displayed early on in her career. By buying everybody cars and things of that nature. So Ellen has given lots and lots of money to, her sponsors have, maybe she has too, given lots of money to different charities. She's paid for people homes. She bought them cars. So a lot of good things going on. So her reputation is like she's the kindest person on the planet. She also said in one video that by having that reputation, she can never make a mistake. Now, I think at first, again, like I said earlier, I think it was about Ellen DeGeneres. In the spirit of like what I think, I just think it shifted from Ellen to the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Because Ellen is valuable.
Because Ellen is valuable.
So they basically took it off her and made it about a show to save her.
To save them. Because
to save them? Oh, yeah, because that's their money.
Come on, man. If Ellen goes...
So she could be guilty.
She could be guilty.
But to save them...
I hope she's not, but she could be guilty.
We may never know if this is a cover-up for her, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's just all of a sudden, like all these people coming out talking about how nasty Ellen is, but then Warner Media starts investigating along with some third party.
And finding other people is sexual harassing folks and stuff like
yeah,
that.
I mean, it's just real peculiar, man.
And they get them before they get Ellen, right? Because it started off with Ellen. They start chopping off other people.
Now, I did read some on the New York Times that she's thinking about ending her show.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she thinking about it before this or during this?
Doing this because her contract don't expire until 2022.
That is kind of odd, right?
It's odd.
Hey, man, for the longest, though, even before now, there was always like this pop-up article about Ellen not being a nice person, literally. But I thought, clout
propaganda.
Chasers. I thought it was like,
we call it propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda, man. So I skipped over. I didn't even watch it or read it. I was like, okay. Because someone making jokes how she be dancing out there in the audience and she's really the devil. And I was like, whatever. Maybe just someone trying to make some money or something, man.
Yeah.
But now that it's all hitting the fan, man.
It's probably
there's a lot of cover-ups, man.
They say if you smell fish, it's fish.
Not trying to compare apples to oranges, but for the longest, Wendy Williams was covering up her horrible marriage.
That's true.
And just putting everyone else's business out there.
That's true.
And then when it all hit the fan, man, she's in the hospital and she's having health issues and everything because she can't take it. This could be the same story with Ellen, man, that it's just been swept under the rug, man. Yeah. And now it's hitting the fan and she up here talking about ending it.
You know what's unfortunate, man?
What's that?
As good as her reputation is, right, and as much good as she does along with her sponsors, I'm willing to give you the credit. You got all that. But there was a situation that I felt like she could have changed the way that Christians and gay people view each other.
Go on.
And that was the incident with Kim Burrell.
What, when she made a statement in her church?
Yeah. See, because to me, right?
Explain how was she involved in this? Did she have Kim Burrell on her show?
She was supposed to have Kim Burrell on her show. Like I think the next couple of days, it was supposed to be her. It was supposed to be Kim Burrell and Pharrell Williams. So I always thought, just me, I'm a little hopeful person about everything. So I'm looking at her thinking like that if you gay and you have something that needs to be said, Ellen, you can sit down with Ellen and Ellen will let you say what needs to be said. And she really will, you can use her platform to really show that you're just a human being. The same thing with Kevin Hart when all that stuff came out, what he was saying, he went on Ellen, right? So to me, I looked at that situation like this. Ellen had an opportunity to where she could have really said that, like, I understand what she believes, and she knows what I believe. But in the spirit of showing some type of goodness toward each other, we're not going to, like, not allow her to appear on the show and do the song. Like, to me, she could have took a stand and really showed compassion on both ends. Because at the end of the day, when you preaching the truth or you preaching the word, you preaching the word.
Yeah, but
man, I always felt like that.
I'm sure a lot of the flack, even though whoever recorded it in her congregation, was wrong for that, because obviously they had cruel intentions. But the people who probably made the worst of it was.
You think they had cruel intentions?
I know they did.
Man, you know how people look, bro.
Listen, man, they was.
No, man.
Yeah, they did. Listen, no, man. Whoever shared that didn't share it because the love of God, brother.
No.
They shared it because two things. They wanted to put her on blast for what she said,
you
man.
Think so? Mm-hmm.
I know. Stop saying I think so. I know so,
Can I get my thought out?
Yeah.
I think everybody always wants to prove that their pastor is the raw, uncut truth.
That ain't what they was doing.
Come on, man. Don't deny it.
People want to do that, but that ain't what they did. They did it because they was offended themselves, man, and decided to share it. Stop saying I think so. I'm telling you what they did, man. They was being shady, man.
Yeah, man.
And the funny, I'm thinking about Ellen. Maybe Ellen didn't have the final say. Maybe the producers of the show, and they had a meeting, and they was like, yo, we can't have her up here.
Let me tell you
We
something.
don't even want. Matter of fact, they would have had Kim Burrell up there. Man, I only know Kim Burrell through the media and what I seen her on Sunday's Best and everything else. I think, man, she would have been the same woman that she was when she said it in her church.
You think she?
I think she would have went off, bro.
You think she would have sung an ad lib? Y'all going down there?
Yo, man.
She would have did that.
Only personality I
no-
know of her, I'm sure she's a nice person, but when it comes to her profession, what she do, she pretty cutthroat, man.
Yeah, she
when
is
it comes
pretty
to singing,
yeah.
oh man, she is cutthroat. I'm sure when it comes to preaching, she is cutthroat. And if y'all would have put her on that platform, I don't think they was willing to take the chance to hear her pretty much say. I mean, she probably may say it in a nice way, but you going to hell.
That's rough, though.
In her sermon, she was already rough.
Yeah. But
why she gonna back down from what she said, man?
she ain't back.
She probably gonna be like, "This is what the scripture say."
it ain't back.
They probably have an organ player for her, man, when she up there. Ellen, I hear what you're saying. Now, because when she
wouldn't even have to address
originally
it.
supposed to come on the show, what was she coming on the show for?
The same. She was the same with
My
Pharrell.
point is that go up there, minister to the people, and call it a day. But
You
now,
think she's ministering with Pharrell?
yeah, she still got to
Come on, stop.
You trying to say Snoop Dogg when he did his CD, they won't ministering, man?
I don't know about Snoop Dogg. I'm talking about Pharrell when he's a Kid Pharrell.
What song was they gonna do?
I think they were gonna do. I don't know what song it was.
You don't want an R&B song.
Is Happy an R&B song? Cause I'm happy.
No, it's probably like alternative or something like that.
Come on.
Inspirational. Did you know your boy Mondre put out a happy song?
Yeah.
Was that you think, you think that was too you think it was too give y'all a gospel version of happy? I mean, he had to have the inspiration from look at your face.
That happy.
Yeah, just because you keep singing it, don't.
Happy. I miss Mondre, man.
That's what's up, man. That ain't what I'm saying though.
I know.
Shout out. Hey, you think that you? Oh man, you're killing me.
You think the you think like if I looked at song for song and I just thought about inspiration,
Yeah.
is it the same? Maybe.
Maybe. So her and For Real probably gonna do an inspirational song. I mean, she does inspirational songs.
Yeah.
But I think when they sat in that room and they was talking about, because it hit the fan.
Understood.
Obviously, she's very popular if it hit the fan, or you still got to be woke when you bringing someone on your show.
But when
they sat in there, they was like, "Yo, we ain't trying to chance this."
Ask me this: when you think of Pharrell Williams, what do you think of?
Neptunes.
Come on, man. You're not thinking about Kurt Franklin and Fred Hammond.
Yeah, but when you think about that was a good one. That was a good one. But when you think about Kim Burrell, what do you think about, man? My point exactly.
I'll keep you know what I used to think about that song. I'll keep holding on. Now I be thinking about you a little flat. You know.
Listen, man, they just didn't want to chance it.
I got it.
But that would have been a great platform for them to sit there. I don't want to say hash shit out, but literally give a perspective, man.
Yeah.
But when they got in that meeting room, they was like, "Yo, Ellen, we don't we don't trust this firecracker right here."
Well, they say that what's the guy named Johnny Carson?
Uh-huh.
They say the only time that he would allow you to sit on the chair if he liked you. So he could have.
And if he didn't like you,
well, you would just do your act and go on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like okay, give him my hand. Would he even shake?
Gregory Hines?
Mm-hmm.
No, what's it?
There's a Gregory Hines.
Dick
though.
Gregory.
All right.
Dick Gregory was the first African American on that set on that couch.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the first one.
He wasn't the last, was he?
No, he wasn't the last. But it was so that's saying if he liked you, he allowed you to sit in. I mean, but I'm just so I guess the moral of the story is she could have had on the show. They didn't really have to talk about it at all. But having her on the show to me shows that like you can have a difference of opinion and still share the same space.
True.
That's just me though. But I'm
that is you. You wasn't in that executive meeting though, bro. And I bet you someone in that executive meeting had that thought and maybe shared it. And they still was like, we're going to put this to a vote. And they was like, she ain't coming up here.
Yeah.
After she said that, she ain't coming up here. Did Pharrell even come up there by herself?
I can't even remember.
Oh.
I think they might have canceled that appearance.
Oh, they was like, yeah, scratch that.
Yeah.
Come up with another Neptune's beat.
So you think, I don't know, man. So
do I think what? Go on, ask
do you
me.
think Ellen gonna cancel her show?
If her and her lawyers talking and they really see that this is going downhill, yes, sir, she will.
Do you think?
But if she feel like she's in the the clear of things, no, sir. She might even bring it up on her show. She might apologize in front of the world. I didn't know I was this type of girl. I thought I was loving and kind and tears. I want everyone to feel good. I'm gonna donate to blah 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 and blah blah blah. I'm gonna try to do better. Lie, because I'm still the same person. But I'm apologizing for the public because y'all the one who's condemning me and crucifying me.
That's funny. As always, my name is I Am Quartet.
Taught out the greatest me.
See you when we see you. Peace.